Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is a client's Hand of Truth reading. This is a 6-card spread. And I'm going to be working with the Oracle of Oddities. So this is a good reading to find out what is going on with your future and your love lives. It's kind of like tapping into both of them. And let's begin. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the palm. So the whole point of this spread is to make it look like a hand. So the palm is, what is the core of who you are? So the core of who you are is the Nexus card, which I always read the Nexus card as you are the core. You are the connection between a lot of people. You are that one person that holds everything together. You are the rock. You are the roots to a lot of people. You are a foundation to a lot of others. A lot of people count on you. A lot of people rely on you. You have a big role when you are a Nexus card. You have a big role. At least that's the way I see it. You have a big role as that person. A lot of people appreciate your opinions. They appreciate your energy and who you are as a human being. So it's a very... how do I put this? It's a very strong responsibility to maintain. It's sometimes difficult at times, I would imagine. But you are like the glue that holds everything together. So lots of responsibility falls upon your shoulders, that's for sure. Number 2, the index finger, we have which direction you are headed in the future. So we have separation. Very interesting to receive the separation card for that. So in the future, separating yourself, and I'm feeling like this is going to be a certain person or it could be a certain group of people. So maybe these are certain people, friends, or a person that you just no longer align with, that you feel they don't resonate with you. Their beliefs, the topics of conversation, maybe this is people who are posting certain stuff on their social networking sites that you just you don't vibe with it anymore. It doesn't align with your personal beliefs. It doesn't make you feel good. It's more negative than positive. Maybe these are people who are bringing in a lot of negative vibes into your life. It could be a lot of different things, but I'm definitely seeing separation as a sign of you wanting to kind of spread yourself away, to distance yourself from certain people, even topics or beliefs or even activities that maybe you once participated in, but you just no longer feel aligned with. So definitely really interesting, especially because I was seeing at the core of you, you are the connector to a lot of things. To want to separate yourself, that's a big thing for you. It's big. So next we have the middle finger, what others think of you or your influence on them. The sorrow. So your influence on them. I feel like the sorrow card is kind of showing, I do feel like maybe there is some people or something going on there where you're just not aligning with certain people, that maybe they are feeling bad for you or vice versa. You feel bad for them. Maybe there's a lot of, not a lot, but maybe not so much negative feelings towards one another, but just a lot of maybe miscommunication lately. Misalignment, your values no longer align with others. And I feel like it's hard for you because the sorrow card can also show that you don't like, it's kind of uncomfortable for you to know that you're not aligning with people or people are not getting it with you, because you're used to being that connector. Okay. So you're used to having that influence on people or having that connection with so many people. But as you're growing and evolving, it's a little hard for you, I would say. It's a little hard for you to disconnect. I also feel like they're saying you are realizing that you cannot maintain everybody's happiness. I think that's another big one. I feel like it's hard for you to accept that responsibility of not maintaining everyone's happiness, because you realize sometimes your own personal happiness it's much more important. So there's a lot going on with you. There's a lot of changes I'm seeing, lots of different shifts. I'm feeling like it's like you're going through a wave right now. And it's going to clean out a lot of people. It's going to clean out a lot of things in your life. But I feel like it's happening for a reason. It's how you're cleaning house, but it's happening for a reason to invite new stuff into your world. It's going to be beneficial for you, even though right now you may not see it. Okay, so now we have the middle finger. No, that was the middle finger. Your ring finger, which is the outlook on your love life. We have stability. Whoa. So, sorry. So love life with this is with the stability card. If you are in a relationship, because you didn't specify, so I'll read it both ways. If you are in a relationship, it's stable. If you are in a relationship or you're dating, it's good. Things are good. Things are headed in a good direction. If you are single, this is what you need. You need stability. You need somebody who you can count on. You need somebody who's going to be there, who's going to answer your phone calls, who's going to make you feel secure. That's what you need more of. I feel like you need a relationship that is stable and that is not full of you don't want to have a lot of expectations, but you don't want a lot of surprises either. I feel like you're tired of that. I feel like you're ready to really settle down and be secure with somebody. But like I said, if you are currently in a relationship, that is what's very important to you. And it's really wise that you make sure that you are having that with that relationship or that person that you're dating too. Because that is a very important aspect for you. Love has to be stable. Next we have the pinky finger. Any struggles or fears that you have been harboring. Anger. Interesting. So the fear of perhaps maybe letting out, letting loose, letting go. Anger boiling within, I'm feeling. There's a lot of emotions trying to erupt. I'm getting like that image of a volcano eruption. Maybe there is that one person that will say or push the right buttons to get this to come out. I feel like you've been working really hard at not losing your crap. I feel like you've been working really hard to hold it together. Like I said, you've always been, and maybe you, like I was going to say, you feel like you have to be the glue to everybody, but it's starting to get to you. It's starting to affect you in a way that it wasn't negative before. It's starting to become harder for you to be responsible for everybody else's happiness. And I feel like that's why the separation card came up for your future, the direction that you're headed, really separating yourself and distancing yourself from certain people or even old things that you were interested in, passions, activities, because it doesn't align with what you want anymore. It's not who you are. Very interesting. And then finally, we have the thumb, which is the good luck card or the advice for your future. We have reflect. So advice for your future, reflection is to reflect on who you are, your past, all of your experiences. Reflect on everything about yourself, especially when you were going through this whole separation energy, when you were saying goodbye to old friends. And you may be finding yourself walking away from certain friendships that once aligned with you strongly, and you just no longer have that connection with that person. And that can be very hard. That could be very emotionally upsetting, for sure. But I feel like it's necessary for you. I also want to say, I feel like with this anger card as the fear or, what was it? Struggles or fears that you're harboring. You've been that person that you would always layer your emotions because you didn't want to look like you were unstable. You didn't want to look like you needed help. Because you were always expected to be the rock for everybody else. And now that things are kind of starting to shift and shake, it's starting to come out. I feel like you're going to be going through a very emotional change. And I would say I'm really feeling that vibe within the next 3 months. A lot of changes. Don't ever feel guilty to cry. Don't ever feel bad if you have to literally disconnect and separate yourself from certain people that you once cared so much for. Because if that element, that vibe is no longer working for you, it's not worth it. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to old people, to friends, to old passions, because it just doesn't work with who we are anymore. So I feel like it's strong. I feel like that's what you're going through. So let me show you your cards before we end the reading. This is the fortune teller reading. So, oops, let me get sorry about that. So this is what it looks like. So it's supposed to look like a little hand. So we have, this cord is bugging me. So we have the core, your palm, your index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, your pinky, and your thumb. There you go. So anyone who's watching, this is the fortune teller reading. It's available in my shop. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the fortune teller. This is the hand of truth. But it is like a fortune reading. It's pretty cool. It's available in my shop if you are interested. I only have certain amounts available to purchase. The last day to purchase any of these spooky readings will be October 31st. So get your orders in because these are at reduced prices. And then as of November 1st, all of my readings will be going back up to their regular rates. So get them in right now while you can at a discount price. And to my client, I wish you all the best. If you have any questions regarding your reading, please email me. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.